whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare hare mai, o Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Toko nei runga, toko nei raro tēnā, kia toko nāke te kupu I runga I te iarangi o Taringa. E rere atu nei kia koutou e ngā iwi puta no I te motu o tira koutou I te ao e whakarongo mai nei, ko hoki mai nei anei kia māua ko te pua heiri. E mihi nei kia koutou, tēnā koutou.
Tēnā koutou katoa, hoa!
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 Anei e whakapāho atu ana māua I, ko nei I. I've got a bit of thing with that.
With the E.
Yeah, the E. Atu I. Atu I ko nei kia koutou. Ara atu I te awamutu, the bustling metropolis.
Bustling metropolis.
Coming at you I raro I ngā manaakitanga, the auspices of Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. Taringa episode Tahirau. That's not 171.
171.
Episode Tahirau Whiti Te Kaumātai 171.
171.
There we go.
Whenever you say the numbers to the episodes, I always think, oh, what himene number was that? So if you know the himene number, what was the himene?
Tino old school tera me e whakaroana ki te himene number.
Yeah, the himene number, yeah.
Yeah. But ko whatever, I think it's Swanky and Moody.
Oh, yeah.
Swanky and Moody.
The tune for?
Swanky, Moody, Hymns, I think it is. Sankey, sorry. Sankey, D. Sankey and Dwight Moody.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Nā rāua, te nuinga o ngā himene, kei roto I ngā pukapuka himene, a ngā hāhi.
Aye.
Yeah. So they made a lot of the hymns up, the tunes to the hymns, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a mahitahi. And a lot of the tunes, there's hymns, they're the Sankey and Moody.
Wow. When did they come in? When did they work on
I think it's in the 1800s.
1800s, yeah.
Yeah.
Must be lah.
There you go. There's a bit of a trivia.
Yeah, it's a
trivia. How tō whakamauritanga ki te trivia?
Trivia?
Punua mōhiotanga?
Punua mōhiotanga, e tahi...
The thing with trivia though, it's like trivial.
Yeah. It's trivial, yeah. I always say, well, here's a bit of trivia in case you get $1 million question on the radio that you can answer.
Ana.
Yeah. Punua mōhiotanga.
Koia. Hoi no e hoa ma, hoki mai ane kia Taringa, you know. I just got to remember sometimes we have an audience listening to us.
Yeah.
He koina te pai o te wairua o ngā kōrero.
Ai.
Me tā tāua noho tahi.
Ai, tika.
Ākoa te korenga o Iweka.
Ai.
Engari he rawe ki au tō tāua wāhi me tēnei wā.
Ai.
Hoa? Yeah.
Tika tau.
He rawe. Hoi no, kia hauri tāua ki te kiwaha.
Kiwaha.
Anei te kiwaha. And we've gone up in, what do we call it?
We are now in a Category 5.
Category 5 kiwaha.
Category 5.
Warning, dang. And if this is the first time you've ever listened to Taringa, I wauna hoki.
E wauna hoki?
You pausing.
No mai haramai.
Teka, you paused on. Anyway, we've got a bit of a kiwaha scale from 1 to 5. And kiwaha that around scale 1 are sort of the easier kiwaha to pick up.
Yeah, you can still use it in public spaces.
Yeah.
And you don't need to keep it in a separated distance.
And you can, and you don't need to separate it from English.
Aye.
You can actually drop it in an English sentence.
Yep.
So like tauke, bro, that was too much.
Yeah, that was cool. Tauke o mahi.
And on most of those kiwaha are kupu, are kiwaha mihi.
Kia ora.
And then we sort of go up to degrees, so we're at a Category 5.
We're at a Category 5.
So this is for, ko tēnei kiwaha e aroana kia koutou te hunga matatau ki te reo, kua pakari rānei roto I te reo. So this kiwaha would be, and I'm not saying you can't learn this kiwaha, those of you that are at a lower language level, but this is the level of kiwaha you'll aspire to use when you've got a bit more of a command of te reo Māori.
And of course, it'll rattle your brains once you hear it, because for those of you that have just learning, this will come to you in a different understanding.
Yeah. Nō reira, anei te kiwaha, nōhea. Nōhea, it's one word, tēnei kiwaha, nōhea. Don't get it mixed up with another kiwaha that's nōhea, like nōhea hoki tāu.
Kia ora.
Where did you get that from? Yeah. This is a totally different kiwaha. So this is nōhea, one word. And nōhea pretty much means there's no way.
Kia ora.
He ha no etahi, mea mo te nōhea.
Absolutely it's a sort of an absolute...
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Never.
Yeah, never. I don't know if Timothy used to use not on your Nelly.
Your Nelly.
Yeah,
true.
for no here. And it's an absolutely not. So, yeah.
Not a hope.
Not a hope, not a she show in hell.
Yeah. So koina te nōhea. Maybe actually, mau e kōrero mai, not when you first heard it, but it was sort of like you had a bit of a moment when you heard me using it.
Yeah, I heard a great rendering of it from Praone at, I think it was the Kahununu Symposium. Great symposium, still on YouTube if you want to catch them. You see some great kai kōrero. Anyway, he was talking about types of reo. You know, kei tēnā he momo reo, he momo mōhioranga ki te reo, ko tētahi ōpaki, ko tētahi ōkawa. One is very good at using day-to-day conversation, where another is really good at using the regal language. However, he said, no he e taia e ia te tuhi i te reo ōkawa, i te reo ōpaki.
There's no way
he'd know how to do that, writing in that type of language. But so render say, no he e taia e ia. That was really cool. Another one was, when I first learnt it, I think the line was, no he au e haere.
Yes, ka pai.
Ki te kore, mena kare rātou e karanga mai ki au, no he au e haere. So if they don't call to me to go, I will not go.
Yeah, no bloody way I'm going.
No bloody way I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it might be you go out for dinner and someone, you know, they like this particular restaurant and you're like, nah, they like the restaurant. Like, oh, you know, you got to try this. And it's like, no he au e kai.
No he au e kai, yeah.
No way I'll eat.
Yeah, a monkey pops out the middle of the table and they chop the head off. No he au e kai.
Oh, man, you like those Indiana Jones movies, don't you? Wasn't it so cool there? I remember the first time I watched that.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
Wonder what it tastes like.
And then, like, Silence of the Lambs was next level. Anyway, waiho tērā. And I fried it with fava beans. No hea hau e kai I tēnā. Yeah, so that, koina te nōhea. Nōhea e mutu taku kōrero I te reo.
Kia ora.
There's no way I will stop speaking Māori. Absolutely not.
Yeah, nōhea mahu e au tētahi putanga o Taringa. I will not miss an episode of...
That's a good one.
Yeah, of Taringa.
Yeah. Nōhea e mahu e a tīmoti te reo Māori te whakatika. Te reo Māori o etahi te whakatika.
Te whakatika, wow.
Te reo Māori rānei o te katoa. There's no way that tīmoti won't stop correcting the language, the Māori language of particular speakers and maybe everybody actually.
Maybe everyone, yeah.
Yeah. So koera tērā kiwaha, nōhea. You know, I just clicked on Māori Dictionary and it's on there as well.
Oh, cool.
So there you go. And he pai kia kōrero, because even though we said it's a degree 5, he pai hoki kia ki atu, you can use it in a standalone by just saying no hea hoki.
No hea hoki.
No hea hoki, like no bloody way.
Yeah, cool.
No way.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Notice the hoki again to help emphasise it, the stamp in the ground.
Yeah. Do you go over to Horny's place, you know, have you worked at no hea hoki?
No hea hoki.
No way I'm going. Nah.
Not the way you acted last time you were there.
Yeah. Hoi no e te iwi, koe rā tātā te kiwa.
Choice.
Me whakaronga pi kari.
Ka pai hoa, no reira, e te iwi, ko hoki mai, ko tēnei hōtaka ko te Patapatai.
Choice.
And tuatahi ake e mihi ana kia koutou katoa I tuku whakaaro mai kia Taringa. Thank you for sending in your thoughts. Me a koutou pātai. Ko etahi o ngā pātai nei kei te reo Māori, ko etahi kei te reo Pākehā. And, you know, kia mohi o mai koutou. Ētahi wai harai te mea ka āta whakautu māua I te pātai. Ko enei pātai hei aki I o māo o mātou whakaaro ki te whakaaro.
Ai.
Kamute aki I a tātou ki te wānanga. No reira, tērā. Have you picked us one out, e hoa?
I thought we'd go for the first one, which was really good. Even though I answered it back to them on our messenger.
Oh, wow. I just saw that one. Cool.
On Taringa podcast messenger. I thought it was really good that we could talk about this and get it out there for everyone to listen to. And so this is from, I wish I had your name here, however, we've already spoken. I loved the episode, this episode, and it was about Matariki hautapu. Are you okay with Pākehā doing this ritual, or is it off limits?
Well, I roto I te puka, there's nothing in our resource that we put out that says it isn't restricted to anybody.
Yep.
And thank you to this person that asked us, because I know they're asking out of respect.
Aye.
And actually, my answer might get a lot of people's backs up, o te ao Māori. we created the resource and the karakia so that it would be safe for anybody to use.
Kia ora.
On the proviso that they're approaching it with the right intent. Yeah, so that's koina oku whakaro, I pewhia o whakaro me tō whakautu.
Koina hoki tāku kia rātou. You know, as long as there's an intent, I'm not sure if I commended them on first reaching out and asking, but however, we are commending you for reaching out and asking.
Yeah, kia ora.
And it was the same thing, yeah. And the reasons those karakia are used widespreadly is because the way that they were presented, they were put together for that safety, yeah.
Yeah, he tino pai tēnā pātai. It actually opens up a whole nother wānanga around non-Māori learning karakia Māori.
Kia ora.
Like classical karakia or karakia that have been composed in contemporary times but are based on old thinking.
Ai, kia ora.
Such as some of the karakia that you and I do. They're karakia that we've composed. They're pertinent to particular kaupapa, but they're based on old learnings, on old whakaro, old knowledge. They're not Christian karakia.
Yes, kia ora.
And kare, you know, when I start talking about whakapono Māori and Christianity, I haven't got anything against Christianity and people that are practicing Christians. He rereke ngā whakaro e tehi atu. I've reconciled my whakaro around colonisation and Christianity and things like that. E pai ana tērā. Engari, it's when people start imposing their beliefs on me.
Kia ora.
I reira ka tū aku pi. Ka puta aku whakaro. Nō reira, yeah, that you approach the karakia with the right intention and the intention of heart, of whakaro, mind, body, spirit.
Absolutely.
Koina te mea nui ki au. Yeah, and if I could say, the karakia that we've composed based on old thinking are different to the old karakia in that those karakia are by tohunga and tūpuna. So I'm able to whakawātea the karakia that I've composed and say to you, right, I'm giving you the mana to be able to do this karakia. I te mea nōku te mana ki tēnei karakia. Whereas karakia tawhito, they belong to particular iwi, waka, hapu, whānau. I would caution you all to be a bit more careful with those.
Kia ora.
Because people have invested whakapapa and kōrero tuku iho in those karakia. Yeah, pewhia o whakaro ki.
Yeah, tika tēnā, and you know, I get it how there are the ones, because you are the author of them and you give them the mana, you know, you're able to give it to the person. And of course, you know, we know that you don't give things lightly, or most tohunga of our modern day, I consider you guys tohunga, but giving it with your own consent and also understanding, because you can, a lot of people can access old karakia.
Tika.
And I'm thinking about books and thesis and scriptures and manuscripts. Ngā taonga. They're all there.
Yeah.
And you can listen to them and you could learn them to a T, as some people do. However, you need to be mindful of what you're doing.
Yes.
And if you're able to actually recite them in front of people that you know where they come from.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Should you do that?
Yeah. And be able to stand up for what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Authentically with integrity.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll listen to, and sometimes me and Prane are able to have a conversation like, hey, in this rohe they say this part differently and that part differently. And sometimes I like to think they're little breadcrumbs or little deliberate typos so the tohunga knows, you've learnt that wrong. You've learnt that wrongly. Or you've done it on purpose so it doesn't fully get out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And, you know, there's some little, there could be rhythm, a type of rhythm in a karakia, the meter, the cadence of a karakia, and you'll know where the karakia is from by that particular rhythm and how certain words are pronounced. The pronunciation of the karakia, the articulation, the elocution, I guess, of the karakia, how it's delivered.
I like that.
Yeah. So, see, look, there you go. Tēnā koe.
Ko tahi te pātai.
Yeah, te tangata, nāna tēnei nāna I tiki mai whakawhiti te rā who sent in this pātai. Great pātai.
And I want to just quickly ask your opinion on, and, you know, we're in a space where a lot of people are learners and, you know, the start of classes and noho wānanga, they're encouraged to do karakia by group and stuff. Peheo whakaro mo te wahine e taki ana I te karakia. Wēnei mō karakia?
Yeah, so again, kia hoki au ki tāku I ki ai, āku karakia, e hara I te me ko āta whakatapuhia e au āku ake. So the karakia that I've composed, my karakia, I guess, based on old whakaro, kare aku raurira, I haven't got a problem with those karakia.
Kia ora.
But some of the other karakia tawhito, I would caution not just wahine, but anybody doing them. Even though the intention might be right, it comes down to whakapapa, whanaungatanga. Yeah. So just be mindful. And, you know, it's not like our wahine didn't karakia.
Yes.
And this is where we have to reconcile the thing with Christianity, because when the churches came, our people didn't see women doing karakia.
Aye.
Where it's well known in our i roto i te ao Māori that I karakia te wahine.
Aye.
But they never saw any female priests. They didn't see any female preachers. And that had an effect not only on karakia, but also our oratory.
Aye, kia ora.
Which we see today in our paipai.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another wānanga,
That's
by the
another
way.
wānanga, yeah.
Yeah, so there's this belief out there that wahine Māori didn't karakia. But, anei anō tētai whakatūpato, he kawe tāte tāne, he kawe anō tāte wahine.
Kia ora.
So how the tāne articulates his karakia, or says his karakia, delivers, I should say, is different to how a wahine would deliver her karakia.
Ka pai.
Yeah.
Kia ora.
So koina aku whakatūpato I te taha. Actually, it opens up some discussions that came out of the recent kura reo in Rotorua.
Aye.
That made it back to me. Ka reo I tai ki te kura reo. Engari, tū tētahi rōpū ki te karakia,
Yep.
and I tū I karakia ngā tāne me ngā wāhine, so both men and women done the karakia and shared the karakia. And they were quite explicit in saying that they had chosen not to do karakia karaitiana, Christian karakia. And also, and they're very polite apparently, and they said it's not that they had anything against Christian karakia, but these were the karakia they chose to do, and believe that te ao Māori, there's a space for te ao Māori, an opportunity for us to go back and renew, revisit, repurpose a lot of those karakia.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the kaiako challenged that.
Oh, yes.
He had the kōrero, the last kōrero for the night apparently,
Yep.
and he challenged that particular group, and even went as far to say that he thought that the karakia of our tūpuna were just utterances. There was really no meaning behind them, and people say them without knowing what they're talking about.
Kia ora.
Which you could say about a lot of karakia.
Well, you could say about, you could say, have you ever looked at the Lord's Prayer and really understood, our Father in heaven?
Yeah.
Some people think his name is Howard.
Yeah.
Howard be thy name. I know.
Yeah, well, the next morning,
Aye.
the next group stood up and they had a rebuttal
Wow.
to what the kaiako had shared that night,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
actually challenged his view and said they don't believe that. Yeah, and so anyway,
No hea koe tana ingoe whakahua.
wa taku mohi o nā wasi.
Kia ora.
Yeah. Kia ora te waihoroi.
Kia ora,
Ia rona
kia
mi
ora,
doing
papa
kōrero, e hara tēnei te hari kōrero.
Yeah.
But koenei te hui Māori, ka puta e tai āhuatanga.
Nā whai
ana.
anō.
Yeah.
Ka pai.
Tērā, and probably it's pushing us into a space to have a wānanga about this on a future taringa,
Yeah.
which we have said we're going to do.
Yeah. I'd love to have your tohunga and...
Yeah, I'll ask him.
sort of
Sort him out. I shall ask him. Yeah.
Taringa,
Patapatai.
Hoi anō, tērā pātai, and yeah, e mihi ana ki a koe, te tangata nāna tēnei i tuku mai. Oh, here's an easy one. Kia ora, Kate, who asked this question back in March.
Kia ora, Kate.
Hi guys, on one of your awesome episodes about the āino categories, you mentioned an octopus image that breaks down the categories. Could you point me in the direction of a version of this? Yeah, I think if you just typed it in Google, the A or octopus, it'll come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you have a look on Ako,
Yeah, Ako, the real series.
yeah, that was on Whakata Māori.
Whakata Māori, yeah. So you go to Ako, you go to the series, then they have an episode list or the spreadsheets because they always get PDFs.
Yeah, oh, some great resources there.
Great resources. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
And there's the R&O. There's only about 3 or 4 R&O episodes in series one.
Ki moio koe.
Yeah, and then you go and find it there. But yeah, just mate aha I te Google.
Ka pai, Kate. There you go. Okay. Oh, e nuinga me te, anei tētai I te aperira. Tēnā koutou taringa. Since the lockdown, I've come across a lot of social media resources like Kāinga Rua and Māori Phrase a Day. Tēnā koe, Hemi Kelly.
Kia ora, Hemi.
As a kaiako yourself, would you recommend any of these to people, and what other online resources other than Māori Dictionary and the Taringa podcast have you used to help your reo or just overall te ao Māori knowledge in general? Ngā mihi.
No hea me haere atu ki tuatu I a taringa. Is that, can you use it like that?
No hea me haere. I never heard of no hea me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No hea e kite, yeah. Let's work on that one. Well, definitely Māori Phrase a Day.
Yeah.
And just a whakatūpato and ka whakaia Hemi ki tāku. You know, listen to what Hemi says. Listen to what Hemi says. Read what Hemi says. And, you know, just be careful just sift through what a lot of the people say in the comments.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love that these spaces on social media have opened up an opportunity to people to wānanga. And, you know, I administer the page Te Mana o Te Reo.
Ah, kia ora.
There's actually 3 of us, but it actually feels like I'm by myself. Kia ora, Leon and Mataia.
Wā ke te.
Ai, tika tau. Yeah, so just sift through the comments and focus on what he is in any of his videos.
Yeah.
So that's one of my tips for his page. If you're a reo speaker or not, you know, kei runga koe I te huarahi o te ako I te reo, te ahua nei, koe ne pātai mai koe, then yeah, jump on Te Mana o Te Reo Māori.
Te Reo, yeah.
Koe nā taku whārangi, me ki tā tātou whārangi. Another good one is Māori for Grown-Ups.
Māori for Grown-Ups, pai tēnā.
Yeah, there's lots of things shared on there. Core Education.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a page, he pai hoki tērā. What are some other pages that you know
Hei Reo
of?
Whānau, I believe, is, I don't know if it's still running, but it had some real good stuff when it started up.
Oh, yeah, Hei Reo Whānau. And Hei Reo Whānau also have some stuff on SoundCloud. So they have a lot of waiata Morena. Yeah, so jump on there. Hei Reo Whānau. Who else is doing things? Our recent series that we've done, Te Kōkō
Te
Muka,
Kōkō Muka, yep.
which is bilingual.
Yep.
First series was Te Nuinga I roto I te reo Pākehā atu I a Pāne, engari
Ai.
te Taringa tuarua, he nui ake te reo.
He pai ki ai kua I upai ia ki te reo Māori.
Ana, e hara.
Pai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some of the things online. And just to go back to what we shared with Ako, whakaata Māori.
Whakaata Māori, yep.
If you,
Opaki for
Opaki.
the lower levels.
yeah, there's just so much out there.
Yeah, it's the use, you know, it's like there's a gym on every corner of the street these
Kia ora,
days.
kia ora, kia ora.
Engari, kei a koe te tikanga.
Ana.
You know, it's the same thing, you know, you just got to find it. When you find it, it's
Yeah.
how you use it. You
Yeah.
can buy all the books in the library, but
Yes.
it's your application. And
Kia ora, kōrero. Preach, brother, preach.
Preach. And one, I want to give you a little hack. I'm going to give this away. When there's a use or a structure I want to see, and I want to see a good example, I go to Te Mana o Te Reo, I type that example in, and depending on the author and the use of it, I'll go, yep, this is a good tauira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ka pai,
So
pai
that's what
tō
it-
pai tēnā.
Yeah, that's my hack for you there,
Yeah.
for my reo hack.
Yeah, and speaking about Te Mana o Te Reo, that's really great that you've seen that way to use that page.
Yeah.
Instead of just using it for trying to get translations, squeeze translations out of people.
Yeah, who does that?
Because it was set up for that, to have wānanga about te reo.
Aye.
Anything, not to,
Yeah.
I mean, I do get it that people, there's not many places where people can go where they
Aye,
can get a
tika.
translation. There might be somewhere you can go.
There could be somewhere an app.
Yes, there
Or
could be an
kupu.
app. It could be an app called Ōkupu. You know,
Ōkupu.
I'm not advertising this app, but
However,
yeah, and speaking of apps though, there's a great app that Te Whare Wānanga Arorangi o Tāmaki Makaurau.
Oh,
put out.
AUT?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it Arorangi they go under?
Arorangi, I think so.
Yeah, or
Nā
Aro
he mea
Matua
no.
or Aro
Yeah.
is Kōrero Rero.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Great app e te iwi. Hop on there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 8 lessons. And I'm doing a plug. It's a great app. You've got lesson 1 in the morning, lesson 2 flatmates, lesson 3 on the phone, lesson 4 a pub lunch. Lesson 5 in the office, lesson 6 at the supermarket, lesson 7 heading home, lesson 8 preparing dinner. There you go. Kei te ngaro noi ho ngā koranga moro moinga hoi anō. Ka waiho tērā.
Ka waiho tērā.
Like, we've got preparing dinner. What's after that?
Yeah.
Hoi anō.
Dessert.
So yeah, that's a great app, Kōrero Rero, and for translation, Ōkupu.
Yep.
There you go.
So it's all out there. Mm-hmm. And I was going to say that if you're looking for Te Mana o Te Reo and you're looking for translation, well, you can just go to Ōkupu these days. As a user myself, I use Ōkupu. However, make sure you do all your searches first. Exhaust all the options. It should be the last place to go. And then before asking, go in the search and put in your question. It might have already been done. Cool.
Next.
What was their question? Did we answer your question?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
We've done a fantastic job in answering that question.
Patapatai.
Tia Mac e rua o, we're going to go back to your first one, Tia.
Yeah. Tia.
He ranga. Anyway, tēnā koutou ki ngā kaiwhakapāho o Taringa, he pātai āku, hea te tauparapara, no whea te tauparapara, moa whea te tauparapara, ko whea te tauparapara, hea te rereke o te tauparapara i te karakia. Okay, let's go.
Hea te tauparapara.
Hea te tauparapara.
Ringa ki te ngākau, kāreo e tino mōhio, hea te tauparapara.
I think the audience heard that sound effect because you done like a... Like, ko te tauparapara, and there's a lot of pātai in here, ko te tauparapara, ētai karakia ka whakamahia hei tauparapara. Nā, ko tētai kōrero ki au, ko te kupu nei te tauparapara, hei whakatau i ngā parapara.
Kia ora.
Hei whakatau i ngā parapara. Ko aua parapara rā i ētahi wā ko ngā parapara i roto anō i a koe.
Kia ora.
Ko te āmaimai, ko te mataku, ko te wehi.
Ko te wehi, ai.
I mua te tū. Ko ngā parapara rānei runga i te marae.
Kia ora.
Ana ko ngā parapara ko te pūhaihai pea, ko ngā whakaro o etehi ki te kai kōrero, ko ngā karakia pea.
E whakawāte ana koe i tō wāhi, kia pai ai tō tū, kia pai ai tō tuku whakaro, kia ora.
Ana, hei whakatapu i o whakaro, ki te tū. Ai a koe ka tū. Nō reira, koina te tauparapara, ko etahi karakia ka whakamahia hei tauparapara, engari i roto i ngā taunei, ko etahi ko ātaki he tauparapara, tērā tauparapara. Nā, he karakia ka taia te whakamahi i roto i te whai kōrero.
Ai.
Yeah. So this part I was asking, what is the tauparapara? And my answer was, one interpretation of the word is to put the parapara to rest.
Kia ora.
And the parapara, in this sense, parapara is rubbish.
Yeah.
Parapara also hindrances.
Hindrances, pai tēnā.
Yeah, so to put them at ease.
At ease, yeah.
And those things could be within you, internal, and they could be external. And a tauparapara really is from the jargon of the speak of the orator.
Kia ora.
No te ao o te pū kōrero. So you'll hear tauparapara usually at the beginning of a whai kōrero, and that's the only time you'll use that word is tauparapara.
Ai.
So it's from that, no te rā ao, no te ahurea o te whai kōrero.
So you can say it's actually a segment or an action and not so much the name of the karakia.
Yes.
Yeah, kia ora. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And there's not a rhythm, a type of rhythm or genre, I guess, that defines what a tauparapara is, but it's really when it's used and what it's used for, which is your opening to your whai kōrero.
Ka pai.
Yeah. And koutou e ako ana i ngā tauparapara o tira i te whai kōrero. Kei roa rawa te tauparapara kārehe kiko o te kōrero.
Ai, tika.
Yeah, so don't do a big long tauparapara and then, your whai kōrero really has no substance.
Ai, ka mutu ko te tauparapara, iai, e hāngai ana ki tau, ka nui tō tauparapara, ka mutu e māharahara ana koe kia tika tō tauparapara, kua ngaro te kiko, kua ngaro te take o tō tauparapara.
Ai.
Ko tūtū waia no te parapara i o te a koe, kia oti pai i a koe tō tauparapara.
Koia.
Yeah, because I remember that going, oh, yeah, I've got to get taupara.
Yeah.
And it defeats the purpose of using a tauparapara. It just makes you nervous. And you've put all that effort in it, then you're like, right, what are we here for again?
Because I, i au e tamariki ana, I just loved watching my koroua and kaumātua do whai kōrero, I always have. And I always wanted to learn one.
Ai.
Yeah, I think I might have been about 9 or 10 when I had this book and it had a tauparapara in there. It was a te reo Māori, it's a real old one.
Hea te tauparapara?
Whakarongo ake ki te tangi a te manene a te mātui, tui runga, tui raro, tui roto, tui waho, tui a te mukutangata i here mai, Hawaii ki nui, Hawaii ki roa, Hawaii ki whāmamau, i pēra. And I learned it to death.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, man.
You get that cool feeling.
Yeah.
And that pretty much, that's the feeling you want when you're launching into your whai kōrero.
Yeah.
So that was part of what I said i roto i te reo. You do a tauparapara, it makes you feel good. It's to build your confidence. It's to set your space, both internally and externally, to put you in the right frame of mind. Me te whakatapu. E whakatapu hoki i ngā mahi kei te haere ake. So to give some sanctity to what you're going to perform.
Aye.
And also for everybody, when you open up with a tauparapara, if you do it properly, you're going to get the audience buy-in. Set the scene.
And also it sets your voice at a certain level, sort of gets you, from a theatric type of point of view, set your voice up. Because if you just start too high, kia kaha e hoa.
Yeah. And it says here, pai ana ngā wāhine ki te mahi te tauparapara. Hea te rereke o te taupara i te karakia, whakatauki. Well, whakatauki, whakatauaki have no rhythm.
Kia ora.
And I think I've answered he koetai o ngā tauparapara, he karakia tonu.
Aye.
But because you're using it before your whai kōrero, it becomes a tauparapara.
Yes, kia pai.
And it's the rhythm.
Aye.
It has a rhythm.
Yep.
So some karehe rhythm. E hara i te tauparapara, like opening of whai kōrero. Ti he Māori ora e hara tērā i te tauparapara.
Kia ora.
Ne? Pai ana ngā wāhine ki te mahi te tauparapara. Well, it depends how the context. It's a bit,
You've gone straight to the, without,
That's another wānanga.
Yeah.
I don't want to be saying yes, no, and then I'm talking to wahine that, you know, kua ki wanakau mātua, you know, kaua te wahine too.
Aye.
Yeah, and then there's times for tauparapara, like, it's opened up a whole nother wānanga.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if I was to use a tauparapara in the wharekai, I wouldn't use one that I used on the marae.
Aye.
But I would use a karakia kai.
Karakia kai, yeah,
as a tauparapara, as my opening to a kōrero in the wharekai, if I say wanted to pay homage to the ringawera.
Pai.
To our hosts extraordinaire. Yeah. But yeah, wānanga no tērā ki te wahine.
Have you heard wahine tauparapara in Karanga?
I haven't, but recent this year i te tirahoi i te kōrero mai a Che ki au mo taku kuia mo Naki.
Aye.
And he said, that my kuia went to their marae and she stood up to waiata. And then her waiata turned into a karakia tauparapara by kōrero.
Yeah, found the loop.
Yeah, she found this loop. And I thought, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoi, not tērā.
Aye.
Te mea tūtahi. Kei te ua waho?
Oh, yeah.
Well, kei te ua waho, outside is raining.
Kei te ua waho.
Kei te ua kei waho, kare pai tērā. You'd say, kei te ua ki waho, kei te ua waho, kei te pai. Ai, kare e tino he.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, Sam Scott Kelly?
Yeah.
Kei te ua ki waho, kei waho. Ki waho, kei waho.
Kei te ua ki waho, kei te ua waho. It's just a slight difference.
Just a slight difference.
Yeah. It's raining out there, it's raining outside.
Aye.
It's raining out there, outside sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raining outside. Okay, let's do the latest one.
Yeah.
Marcus, tēnā koe.
Marcus Smeaton. How do you say your last name? That's a cool, interesting name.
Marcus Smeaton. Kia ora e te rangatira o te punua pāho. He's talking to you, te puaheiri.
He's talking to you, Morgs.
Currently, tika, he's talking to you, Hoepa. I'm currently learning te reo, ka pai e hoa, kia kaha. And one thing I get stuck with, just one.
Check. Must be a good.
Oh, you're lucky. How to ask simple questions about when certain things will happen or when something happened. Is there a Māori word for occurred or took place? So I can ask something like, when did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, right, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you, Marcus.
Aye.
So far, all I can come up with is he aha te wā o tēnei mahi. But that doesn't. So, when did that happen? For me, I'd probably say ina hea tērā.
Ina hea tērā, yeah. And this is what happens with learners at the start is trying to find an equivalent for every word that you see in the English context. However, you need to understand a whole range of few things because it may have already been established in other ways.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the retraining of it.
Yeah, don't approach it, and I know it's difficult, but yeah, just to go on what Snow was saying, you're not actually translating what happened.
Yeah.
So my answer, ina whea tērā or ina hea tērā was when was that?
Yeah, ina hea.
Yeah.
That's covered it.
Yeah, ina hea.
It's covered.
Yeah.
Because it's happened, it's done.
Yeah.
And that is the thing in which you're referring to.
Yeah. For the future, it might be like, when will that happen?
Yeah.
Or it might be when will the hui occur? Āwhea tū ai te hui.
Āwhea tū ai te hui.
Or āwhea te hui.
Kia ora.
In short?
Yeah. Āwhea tū ai te hui is when you want to have something to specify something happening or taking place.
When will the hui take place?
Yeah, when will it take place? Yeah.
Āwhea tū ai te hui. When will the hui take place? Āwhea te hui, when is the hui?
When is the hui? Kia ora.
Āwhea tū ai, when will the hui be put on? Probably.
Be put on, yeah.
Yeah.
To stand up, right? So that's how it's been used. Put up, put on, established, set up.
Yeah.
What do you want to... Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get caught up with the happened and occurred.
And occurred, yeah.
What's one for occurred or took place?
Whakahaere?
Yeah. No, give me it in English. What would have been English if someone occurred?
When did the elections occur?
Oh, see? Same. I nā whea ngā pōti.
Ngā pōti, yeah.
Yeah, when were the elections? Occurred is redundant, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, when were the elections? When was that? When did that happen?
Yeah, when was,
Yeah, I nā whea ngā pōti. I nā whea tū ai ngā pōti.
I nā whea tū ai ngā pōti.
Yeah. I nā whea te mahi pōti.
Aye.
Yeah.
So that's it. I think the key message for this is not so much looking for the literal equivalent,
Tika.
but getting used to the time tenses as well in this context and understanding that establishes that one word to cover maybe two ideas.
Yeah. Tērā.
Tērā.
Well, ka pai tēnā koutou i a koutou pātai. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I love Patapatai. Because we get to ramble and go on here and there.
Yeah.
No he tae tawa mō e tai atu kaupapa.
Tika. Tika, no he tae a te kore I pērā.
Ai, no he tae te kore pērā.
Ai.
Pai.
And what I like about it is, you know, we give a bit of a yarn and a kōrero, and it's the wānanga and the other doors that open.
Yep.
I roto I like that first pātai there.
Oh, man.
I think that might have taken up half of this episode.
And if you're a frequent listener, you notice how we really get into karakia and stuff like that. Because it's it's a really, I find it close to my heart.
Kia ora.
That type of mahi.
Tēnā koe. Yeah, and I know, well, I believe that Taringa provides a space for you to have your own little personal wānanga.
Yeah.
And to ponder on some of the whakaaro, you know, that we talk about. And this is an opportunity for you, koutou ngai Taringa, the listeners, to engage by giving us pātai whakaaro.
Aye.
And while we might not get to all of them, we do a pretty good job.
Yep.
I think we do a pretty good job. I think we do a pretty good job. And then the conversation continues, the wānanga continues.
Aye.
I mean, I forget that some of tēnā koutou e te whānau. I forget that my own whānau listen to me.
Yeah.
They go, oh man, I thought they hear too much of me.
But uncle, you said this.
Yeah, oh uncle. And that's exactly, that, it's a conversation open. Did you get the same thing?
Yep.
Me tahi o whanaunga, me o hoa.
Yep, I get it all the time.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And what I like to profess again is that it's about the thinking, encouraging the thinking. You can't come here for us to give you every answer.
Ana.
You know, I'm only 37 years young. I don't know the answers to everything. However, I like to think that we try and exercise some critical thinking. That's what it is, you know. And I just want to give a plug to Te Kōkumuka where that takes place. If you want to watch it, I watch it for the reo and also for the types of thinking. It's the thinking that you want to get. Answers are easier to come to, but how you get to those answers is probably the critical part.
Tēnā.
And hei, whakakapiaki tā tātou kōrero. I thought we'd get the man Ray.
Yeah.
Ray, who is...
Ngāti Raukawa.
Ngāti Raukawa, nā whai anō I whai wahi atu I tēnei putanga. But he...
Te au ki te tonga hoi anō he Ngāti Raukawa.
Ngāti Raukawa tōni.
I met Ray last year, actually. I went up to do, not bragging or anything, but I haere ki te... I was on the project.
Oh, cool. Yes,
he
of
was
course.
the kaikōrero before me.
Yeah, choice.
And ki tēnā koe, Ray, I don't know if you listen to Taringa, engari karewi mohi o kia koe I tērā wā, but I just want to say that nā hui and I listen to lots of your music now, so yeah, it was great to meet you I tērā tau, and yeah, e mihi ana kia koe. And you got an award just recently as well.
Yes, he got
I dig his stuff. I know some people aren't into it, you know.
I liked your earlier stuff, bro. It was me, no. But, you know, you do what you got to do as an artist.
I like the Omarapiti, man.
The Omarapiti. Hey.
My karawa used to sing me that. It was like, Omarapiti. And then I'd be like waiting for the rapper to get shot. Anyway, sorry. Hea te waiata?
And so this white is in line with our kiwaha, which is called Nohea.
Nohea.
And kia au nei, ki taku mohio, nā tawaroa, te kanawa, I whakamaori.
Kia ora.
Tēnā koe te kāwhiro.
Kia ora tawaroa kāwana.
Kāwana. Tēnā koe tāwaro.
I'm sure you have some whakapapa te Ngāti Maniapota tū te kanawa.
Ai, hoino. And so this is their rendition of Nohea with Ray featuring Taina all the way from Ngāti Porou, Uaua, tēnā koe.
Ko tahi no te ara, e anga ana ki mua, kore a muri e hokia, noia, no. I whawhai I oke, tēnei ka waihape, kore mo te peke, noia, no.
I hinga au ki rauro wairu atua, I hoki a taku kai pua kua mone, ka tahi rā te hoki whakatuara, te mana me te kaha ke taku tuara, e manu e kai ana I te mātauranga, kua tina ku te rere I te nui o te pokea, aku takahanga, me ume pakanga, me amuri kaukia, me mate ururoa.
Ko tahi no te ara, e anga ana ki mua, kore a muri e hokia, noia, no. I whawhai I oke, tēnei ka waihape, kore mo te peke, noia, no.
Ai rā te nui o ngā take o reirei, I nā te nui o tō maunga he teitei, kei te pane ki re tanga koto tama, ko taku I tika awa yata I tima tau I te puta ke I papatoia ke engari I koke I whakaere au I wete wete Ki o tere tere, ki o tere tere Aku takahanga Me u me pakanga Me au muri kaukia Me mate ururoa
Matai no te ara E anga ana ki mua Kore a muri e hokia Noia, noia, no I whawhai I oki Tēnei ka wai ape I kore mi te peke Noia, noia, no Noia, noia, no Noia, noia, no Aha ko ngā piki me ngā heke Ma te ururoa ki ma te wheke
Mauri mahi, mauri ora Nono hea, nono hea, nono hea Ke wa te kora
Ko tahi no te ara E anga ana ki mua Kore a muri e hokia Noia, noia, no I whawhai I oki Tēnei ka wai ape I kore mi te wheke
Another, well, when I say success, it's when it's invigorating kōrero.
Pono.
So another successful patapatai, ke au.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tēnā hoki koe, tēnā tawa.
Ai, tēnā tāo, tēnā koutou kato.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā
Yeah,
koutou.
keep bringing in those patai. And another thing is, if you're asking that episode we said that, we don't really know. You'd have to go back.
Yeah, true.
It's just-
Those pātai nera.
He
Oh,
puku,
he said this, and it's like, we are.
we are.
Is what one are we at now? 170 something?
Yeah. No reira, no hau e mahara ki tau e kimi ana.
Yeah.
So just do a bit of, he puku mahi tātou katoa. We're all
Yeah.
busy.
And actually, while you're on that, it's a little bit different, but I did bring it up on Te Koko Muka I te weekend. It's like, we get people come up to us, which is really cool.
Yeah, yes.
And share their, like, they're like taringa, or they just jump into a kōrero straight away, and we actually haven't met you. So we're not saying don't come up, but introduce yourself first.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
say, ko taku ingoa, kia ora, tarara, and then a little mihi, and then we can have a little kōrero.
Yeah, hard
Yeah,
out. I'm always cool to have a yarn with someone or
Yeah.
for those, and they take a photo of me standing in the line getting a pizza and then tag me on your Instagram.
Oh, has that happened to you?
Well, no, I wasn't getting a pizza, but it's like,
Oh, those ones.
that's a hanga hori tēnā.
Tika,
And they,
karawati.
he tangata tātou.
Tika,
He tangata
Kia ora.
mahaki, ngākau mahaki tātou.
Ana.
Yeah, so that's it for now.
Ai.
Yeah.
No, e mihi ana kia koe te iwi. Hei a koa nei, hei a taringa. Hei ko nā maira.
Ai.
Bit whakaronga pi kari kari. Gather up close everybody buddy. Taringa. Yeah, tahuri mai ki o. Whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing at the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds. Kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare mai, o taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa, he mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa, ā nā te māngai pāho I tautoko. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.